You have an existing business or a great business idea? Then, Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Nigeria is a program for you, where thousands of business owners and entrepreneurs will be empowered with business funding, mentorship, specialized skills training, and equipment. To register for the IEN program, visit www.ayeen.ng. Fill in your personal details and business details. Check your mail regularly for your screening date and location. Follow us on all social media platforms for updates. For more information, visit www.ayeonline.org or call 0700 044 4444. IEN 2018, showcasing and empowering Nigerian entrepreneurs.
Ubongo Kids is back and better than ever before. Join Koba, Kibena, Kiduchu, Ambani, Baraka, and their animal friends on new fun learning adventures. This season, the Ubongo Kids will be going to space, they'll be saving the environment, making money, building computers, and learning many valuable life lessons.
Discover something new.
So what are you waiting for? Every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. on NTA.
Information is power. Everyone wants power. So feel powerful with the NTA News mobile app, the one-stop information center. Real news at your fingertip. Be the first to report by uploading first-hand information on the U-Report link, and be the first to know by simply clicking on any of the links on the sidebar for headlines, domestic and foreign news, economy, security, politics, sports, and more. Stream live on your smartphone and tablets and stay connected. It's pretty easy. Simply download NTA News app from your Google Play Store and you're good to go. NTA News mobile app, your access to real-time information.
Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
A few hours to Christmas, presidential a cappella hits the airwaves.
Clothing stands for, it's about your personality. Clothing is an art. It brings out who you are.
Yes, Christmas is in the air and the rush for prompt service delivery is on the rise. Correspondent on special assignment reviews clothing at Christmas.
These are not IDPs. IDPs don't carry firearms.
Normalcy returns to Safi town after violent protests as federal government condemns wanton killings in Zamfara.
Drivers of growth for us will be enhanced performance of the productive sector of the economy, and that includes agriculture, mining, as well as manufacturing and industry.
No increase in tax, but increase in tax collection, so says Finance Minister. Good evening. This is the network service of the NTA. Welcome to the news at 9. Reading tonight from our Lagos Network Center is Ruth Ario Samuel, and from Jos Network Center is Miriam Adura. I am Kenen Emma Abodike. Thanks for joining us. President Muhammadu Buhari has felicitated with all Nigerians, particularly Christians, on the joyous occasion of this year's Christmas, which commemorates the birth of Jesus Christ. In a statement released this Monday, the president said this season is another opportunity for Nigerians to reflect on the message of hope, compassion, salvation, reconciliation, forgiveness, and peace that Jesus Christ embodies and conveys. The message contains what the president calls mixed blessings for Nigerians, including the implementation of the economic recovery and growth plan, which has been yielding positive results since coming out of recession, and the agricultural revolution, which has led to improved local production as well as a surplus in Nigeria's trade balance. The statement regrets the loss of lives caused by clashes and natural disasters and honors our armed forces and security men and women who make sacrifices every day to ensure our safety. While wishing all Nigerians a Merry Christmas, the president also reaffirmed his commitment to free, fair, and violence-free polls, which will reflect the will of the people. Have you ever heard the president sing? Yes, the national anthem, you might say, which usually wraps up with a very loud amen. This is to signify his genuine love and commitment to a greater Nigeria. But be informed that President Muhammadu Buhari can sing on anything he is so passionate about, as he demonstrated on this Christmas Eve in the spirit of the season. Correspondent Adamu Sambo reports.
It is a fact that President Muhammadu Buhari, as a matter of principle, always insists that non-Muslims working with him should take time off their official responsibilities to celebrate Christmas with their families wherever they so desire. This year is no different, but before leaving, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, accompanied by APC National Chairman Adams Oshomole, called at the President's office to formally wish the Nigerian leader Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. However, for President Muhammadu Buhari, no one but the entire nation deserves such a seasonal compliment, and this is how they did it together.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wow.
And if you must know, President Muhammadu Buhari does not extend such a privilege to his Muslim aides at similar religious festivities. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
And more messages of goodwill have been sent out to Nigerian Christians as they mark the birth of Jesus Christ. The count from the governing All Progressives Congress and the National Assembly. Ruth Aguele reports.
The All Progressives Congress felicitates with Christians and indeed all Nigerians at Christmas, which commemorates the birth of Jesus Christ. In a statement signed by the party National Publicity Secretary, Lanre Issa Onilu, the APC urged Nigerians to emulate the virtues of Jesus Christ, exemplified by self-sacrifice. The party calls on Nigerians to pray for the leadership of the country and for the peace and development of Nigeria. Meanwhile, the leadership of the National Assembly also sent goodwill messages to Christians at Christmas and all Nigerians in the New Year. In his message, the Senate President Bukola Saraki nudges Nigerians to pray for improvement in the economy and in the New Year. On his part, Speaker House of Representatives Yakubu Dogara urges Nigerians to imbibe the spirit of the season, which is the love of God for humanity. The Speaker advised Nigerians to be steadfast in prayers for the country. Yakubu Dogara wished Christians a peaceful and joyful celebration while urging them to reflect the selfless love in their dealings with others, especially the needy and less privileged in the society. Ruth Aguele, NTA News.
And as the season is celebrated, the police has put in place robust and elaborate security arrangements throughout the country. Police spokesman Jimo Moshood says Inspector General of Police Ibrahim Idris has directed Assistant Inspectors General of Police and Commissioners of Police in zonal and state commands nationwide to be on ground to ensure massive deployment of police personnel on crime prevention, visibility patrols, crowd control to ensure safety at all places of worship and other venues of celebration. The Nigeria Police Force is imploring members of the public, most especially travelers and other road users, to cooperate with police personnel deployed on visibility policing and crime prevention patrols. A typical day in the life of a fashion designer is perceived simple and easy, but in the Yuletide season, it could be a contest of will. And there are many reasons. Festive periods come with demands for new clothes to be made and delivered on schedule and other sundry services to be met. In this special report, Abdulmalik Adio relieves the season of new clothing at Christmas.
The sound of the sewing machine punching through the fabric. It is the tool of trade for fashion designers and tailors. It makes all the difference in one's clothing, especially at festive periods.
This is very important for tailor. We are busy always. If you're lazy for this season, you can't make up.
Beyond the routine of eating and partying for some families, making new clothes has become an integral part of Christmas celebration.
Growing up as a kid, I used to look forward to Christmas this season because my parents would take us, who would be making a song of it, oh, they're going to pick my Christmas dress. So that is clothing and the season we are in.
Good day, ma'am.
Good day, how are you? Abdul Miriam is in the business of ready-to-wear couture and bespoke men's wear. Her experience in the past few weeks is an indication of what the traffic placement of orders for new clothes is like in December.
We stopped taking orders from on the 10th of December for us to be able to meet up.
For tailors and fashion designers, making new clothes comes with its own demands, new and trending patterns to sew, and of course, meeting deadlines.
So me, take what you know you can deliver.
This government, we thank them because they try for us. They give us light. If you like day, no problem for tailor.
But for clients like £99, a compare, and Jalia, it is the anxiety of how do I look?
For me, clothing stands for, it's about your personality. Clothing is an art. It brings out who you are. It defines you.
When festive period is coming close, employ more hands on temporary basis so that you can meet up with your customers.
For both tailors and clients, making new clothes at Christmas goes beyond profit making and providing a service to cutting and stitching together a memorable Christmas wear. In Abuja, Abdulmalik Adio, NTA News.
Now, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation has reiterated commitment to keeping the nation with petroleum products all through the Yuletide and beyond. Group Managing Director May Kantibaru, who monitored filling stations in Abuja, also used the opportunity to reassure the public that the pump price of petrol remains at 145 naira per litre. Energy correspondent Lydia Sampson tells us more.
For the Group Managing Director and management staff of the NNPC, the tour of filling stations this time around is a seamless exercise devoid of anxiety. This was attested to not just by managers of petrol stations visited, but also by motorists.
The station is fully well, and you can see that we have a lot of trucks there to be discharged all through the holiday season.
Sorry, without any stress, we bought fuel and we thank God.
Thank God today, this year is very, very better. So we thank God.
This year is much improvement in fuel queue. There's no queue. Anyone is free to come and take fuel and go his way.
At stations visited, Group Managing Director May Kantibaru also reassured the public that in spite of price differential of sometimes 80 naira, President Buhari has insisted that products be made available to Nigerians.
We thank Mr. President for believing in us, in NNPC, in our plans, ability to deliver. We also thank him for being magnanimous to the public by maintaining the 145 naira per litre pump price.
The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, who were also part of the thaw, said surveillance has been intensified and saboteurs who divert petroleum products will not be spared. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari has been formally notified of his adoption by the Allied People's Movement as its candidate for the 2019 presidential election. This followed the presentation to the Nigerian leader, his letter of endorsement by the national chairman of the party, Yusuf Dantale. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo reports.
Accompanied to the State House by Governor Ibikunle Amosun of Ogun State, APM National Chairman Yusuf Dantale handed over to President Muhammadu Buhari his formal letter of endorsement by the party for re-election in 2019. This followed his adoption as presidential candidate during the party's flag-off campaign in Abeokuta, Ogun State last Thursday. Speaking to newsmen shortly after, the APM National Chairman gives reasons for the party's unanimous decision.
This decision was not taken single-handedly. It was taken by the neck of the party. Right from when he was in the military to today, personally, I believe in him. The reason is because I love my country. I have no other country apart from Nigeria. We need Buhari to restore Nigeria back to its glory and where we need to be. This is not the Nigeria of our dream. But Buhari is giving us the Nigeria that we require.
For Ogun State Governor Ibikunle Amosun of the APC, the working alliance with the APM is in the best interest of President Muhammadu Buhari.
For me, I've said it that anybody that is for President Muhammadu Buhari is for me. We will embrace such parties, such people, such organization wholeheartedly. And that's what I'm doing. That's what we are doing in Ogun State. So clearly, President will have a massive vote in the coming election.
Both the governor and the national chairman of the APM are hopeful that the Allied People's Movement will produce the next governor of Ogun State. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
This is the network's news on the network service of the NTA. We'll have more news after the break. Join us again.
Together, we started a journey filled with smiles. Together, we touched millions of lives, shared laughter, and hundreds of surprises. We discovered how simple acts of kindness go a long way into building a nation of smiles just for you. It's another year and another opportunity to share millions of smiles with our loved ones. So give more, share more, and build a better world. MTN Season of Surprises Season 4 is here. Surprise someone no matter how little, so we all can spread more kindness.
And you go surprise me.
Petroleum Tankers Drivers of Lupeng, in collaboration with Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, hereby wish Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari and all Nigerians a happy Yuletide celebration. In the spirit of celebration, please obey all traffic rules and regulations in order to assist everyone reach their destination freely and safely. Remember, use the seatbelt while driving and do not drive with worn out or expired tires to avoid accident. Do not overspeed. Consideration of other road users is a religious obligation which everyone must observe. In case of any emergency, please call FRSC toll-free line 122. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This message is from the Petroleum Tankers Drivers of Lupeng.
Nigeria now still one of the few countries in number of pregnant women still they die from things we're not supposed to kill them high pass. Thank God for things like family planning or childbirth spacing, where they help reduce number of women where they die because of say they carry belle. When we plan and put space between the times we they carry belle, our mama and picking them no go they die anyhow. If all the women we need within them fit use they control how they take get belle, well you they call contraceptives. Don't go fit prevent the death of about 1.5 million picking them and 31,000 women inside the next 10 years. Our leaders, una need to settle this matter by making sure say family planning services reach every woman inside we country. No woman supposed suffer or die because she want born picking. We must join hand and get it together. Make our future for bright. Now, Federal Ministry of Health, they bring on this message.
To anyone who ever pushed me to go further.
Come on, one more.
To anyone who ever gave me a hand up. To anyone who ever taught me anything I ever learned. To those who work together to set the bar higher. To those who give me the energy to go further. This is my team, and my team makes me.
Sensitivity is a short pain which occurs when teeth are exposed to hot, cold, or acidic things. Cold water from the fridge would trigger off sensitivity. A lot of people would accept anyway and just grin and bear the pain. What I would say to the patient is switch to Sensodyne, make it your daily toothpaste. Over a period of time would reduce tooth sensitivity. And a lot of them come back to thank me, to say that, wow, it's just something so simple. It adds the sparkle back into their life.
Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners, NATO, in collaboration with Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, hereby wish Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari and all Nigerians a happy Yellowtide celebration. In the spirit of celebration, please obey all traffic rules and regulations in order to assist everyone reach their destination freely and safely. Remember, use the seatbelt while driving and do not drive with worn out or expired tires to avoid accident. Let your vehicle be in good condition and roadworthy. Do not drink and drive. Be mentally fit. Do not overspeed. Case of any emergency, please call FRSC toll-free line 122. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This message is from the Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners.
There is a reason Africa is called the new frontier. What was once potential is now an opportunity ready to be seized. Once revered for our resources, today's wealth lies in our people. People who build the cities that shape the future. People who know an idea in one place means business in another. A generation for whom technology means there are no borders, no boundaries. We are the new lions in a brave new world, kings of the urban jungle. And there's a bank that puts the world in our pocket and the future in our hands. UBA, Africa's global bank.
Welcome back to the news. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has reiterated the determination of the Buhari administration to utilize every kobo for the betterment of the citizens. The Vice President said this when he visited Area 1 and Wuse Zone 7 in the Federal Capital Territory. State House correspondent Jide Onifade reports.
A good fish has no hiding place, and this is true of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo when he visited the Yusufs in Area 1 in the FCT. A mammoth crowd, majority of them women and youth, cheered as they arrived at the area. And after the visit, the Vice President was made to walk a distance of almost 200 meters before he finally addressed the enthusiastic crowd.
Never had it this way. I brought a message from President Muhammadu Buhari to you today. And his message is no shaking. No shaking. We are moving forward. We are not going backward. We are going to the next level. No going back. It is going forward. We have forgotten the days of corruption. We now want the days of prosperity. All of us must have work. All of us must have money to trade. There's nobody who can steal all the money of our country. People cannot put the money of our country in their pockets. They cannot put us in their pockets anymore. We are now free, and we are going to have enough money to do all the work we want to do. You will have money to work. And everybody will have jobs. That's what we want for our country.
At Wuse Zone 7, where Vice President Yemi Osinbajo visited another family, he called on the people to vote rightly.
Higher, 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 next level. We are going higher. We are going higher.
In Abuja, Jude Onifade, NT News.
The federal government says it is not increasing tax rates, but rather working to significantly increase collection. Minister of Finance Zainab Ahmed, while briefing on the 3 years management of the economy by the present administration, said government is committed to offsetting outstanding liabilities and creating the necessary environment for desired growth. Leah Katung Babatunde has the rest of the story.
The lifespan of the present administration witnessed a recession at its inception, and subsequently the government put in place strategies to reflate the economy and get it to work again. With meager resources and a lot to do, the government came up with the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan (ERGP), a development plan to grow the economy and win it of all dependence. Minister of Finance Zainab Ahmed gives a breakdown of achievements recorded so far in the 3 years of this administration, and it includes, in her words, the ability to pay inherited debts and liabilities, which this administration received in 2015, along with a responsible debt management strategy.
Key drivers of growth for us will be enhanced revenue performance, enhanced performance of the productive sector of the economy, and that includes agriculture, mining, as well as manufacturing and industry. But most importantly, enhanced performance of our small, medium enterprise.
Outstanding pension liabilities, as well as export expansion grants to manufacturers spanning the period between 2014 and 2017 are also receiving attention.
So what the government is going to issue are promissory notes. And let me quickly add that when we issue promissory notes, it means the debt stock will increase. It won't be that the present administration, borrowed all of that 1.9 trillion. It will be that they were inherited. We're just converting them from arrears into the debt.
In the quest to boost resources, government is working with relevant agencies to harness data across platforms to ensure transparency and accountability in the ongoing reform processes.
We're building the system. For now, this year, we have decided to also embark on the blockchain technology in order to boost our own exercise process and collection.
We want investors that subscribe for shares in multiple names, some of them in fictitious names, to go back to their brokers and also their registrars to be able to check into their records.
Looking into the new year, government is affirming its stance on public finance management to include debt recovery, social investment, healthcare, infrastructure provision, access to credit, particularly for the agricultural sector, power sector funding, aviation and housing, among others. In Abuja, I'm Leah Kating Babatunde, NTA News.
It's time for business news, and Amina Nujem joins me in the studio. Amina, it's less than 12 hours to Christmas, so what's the biggest business news trending now?
Well, a bit of a gentle reminder by SEC on multiple subscription account holders to regularize their accounts. I'll bring you details.
Exactly.
Just a little bit of patience. While many Nigerians appear to be cautious in spending, most financial institutions today recorded low-key operations to allow their staff join in preparations for the Christmas. Already, the federal government has declared Tuesday and Wednesday public holidays, and so financial institutions and the capital market will remain shut till Thursday when they reopen. In other stories, the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, says the lingering issue of stamp duties will have to be resolved through legislative means. Chairman of the service, Babatunde Fowler, while fielding questions in Abuja, said the lingering controversy will be addressed by appropriate authorities, just as he disclosed efforts to collect outstanding debts from ministries, departments and agencies.
With the help of the Presidency and the Ministry of Finance, they have come forward with an instrumental payment plan. The question was asked, why is the money not deducted from the current budget allocations? Because they have to continue to run and perform services, they are limited as to how much can be deducted at once. That being said, a number of them have actually requested to make a payment over 4 to 6 years.
Meanwhile, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has again told Nigerians holding multiple subscription accounts not to entertain fears of persecution, but rather take steps to regularize their accounts to obtain benefits of their investment in the capital market. Acting Director General of SEC, Mary Uduk, said the Commission is interested in ensuring investors get full benefits by regularizing their CSE accounts so that trading that floats in the market will increase. She also urged Nigerians to register for e-dividends to reduce the burden of unclaimed dividends that have remained a thorny issue. And the last day of trading on the Nigerian Stock Exchange indicates that the OSHA index closed above 31,000 basis points, appreciating by 3.88% in what market observers describe as a Santa Claus rally. Its year-to-date returns currently stands at minus 16.41%. Meanwhile, market capitalization stood at 11.67%. Well, Kenny, that's it from the business desk. Compliments of the season and Merry Christmas.
I wish you the same, Amina. President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned the killings in Berene Magaji community in Safi local government area and Magami community in Faru district of Maradun local government area of Zamfara state following attacks by suspected armed bandits. While expressing his deepest condolences to the families of those killed in the attacks, the government and people of Zamfara state, the president also wished those injured speedy recovery. The president, who has authorized an assessment trip to Zamfara and Sokoto state by the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Abubakar Baba Sadiq, reassured residents that their safety is an enduring commitment of his administration. Meanwhile, normalcy has returned to Safi town in Zamfara state after a clash between protesters and security personnel, an action that brought transportation on the Gusau-Zaria road to a standstill for several hours. Correspondent Jamilu Ibrahim reports that the protest was aimed at drawing the attention of government to the prevailing security challenges in the area.
They also blocked the federal highway, thereby bringing transportation on the ever-busy Sokoto-Gusau-Zaria road to a standstill for several hours, as hundreds of motorists flying the road were forced to park their vehicles.
It has been pathetic, and we have been on this gridlock for over 3 hours. Some security agencies have responded positively.
Honestly, I'm very not happy. We are from Sokoto, we are going for Xmas. We are traveling to Enugu. When we reach Safi, we notice what is happening.
After more than 4 hours of a standstill on the ever-busy road, a combined team of security operatives have been able to disperse the protesters and clear up the road for the motorists to pass.
Zamfara State Commissioner of Police, alongside heads of some other security agencies in the state who visited the scene, however, refuted claim that the protest was staged by the IDPs.
These are not IDPs. IDPs don't carry firearms. As I'm speaking with you, we have a number of arrests made, and that the matter is going to be investigated thoroughly. Nobody is going to be spared.
In the meantime, security has been beefed up and 24-hour curfew imposed to forestall further breakdown of law and order. In Gusau, Jamilu Ibrahim, NTA News.
It's time to join Lagos for more news with Ruth Arion. Hello, Ruth. How is Lagos on the eve of Christmas?
Welcome to Lagos.
115 participants equipped with practical skills required to establish their chosen skills in small-scale agro-allied business have graduated from a 2-week national capacity building program on sustainable livelihood in agro-allied skills for unemployed youth in Nigeria. The Minister of Youth and Sports Development, represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Adeshola Olusade, at the graduation ceremony assured participants of a continuous monitoring and support to enable them realize their dreams. Tunde Saiki reports.
Unemployment has remained one of the daunting challenges to youth development in Nigeria. To tackle this, the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development initiated the National Youth Empowerment Program, with skills training and entrepreneurship development. The program, introduced since 2007, has provided capacity and empowerment to over 800 youths in agro-investment and vocational skills.
We know we may not have 100% success, but the few that we take off will be able to add will be of value addition to the society.
The coordinator of the program, Oladeji Gabriel, said the 115 participants from the southwest, southeast, and south-south areas of the country within the 2 weeks equipped themselves with knowledge on aquatic and cassava production and value addition.
The aim is to build entrepreneurial skills and capacity in youth participants with a view to preparing them for self-employment.
To utilize the opportunity that they got during the program.
Some of the participants say they have been well tutored and groomed to become experts in agro-allied skills.
I want to start with a little pond when I reach home.
I would like to specialize on feed production because there I have so much experience.
The participants at the end of the program were presented certificates and take-off grant of 150,000 naira each. From Owede Egba in Ogun State, Tunde Saiki, NTA News.
The rich cultural heritage of Nigeria was on display at the presentation of a play, Queen Moremi the Musical, in Lagos. The true life story chronicles the sacrifice a woman made to liberate the ancient kingdom of Ile-Ife, a lesson which Minister of Information Lai Mohammed says is of relevance in today's Nigeria. Dr. Ogunyemi has details.
Queen Moremi the Musical is a historical stage play produced by Bolanle Austin Peters. It is about how a woman, Queen Moremi, who dared to succeed where men failed, sacrificing her only son to claim victory over the invaders of Ile-Ife. The play also depicts the power and influence of women in nation building. Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, the Oni of Ife, and other dignitaries who watched the play called for more investment by individuals and corporate organizations in the entertainment industry.
This production has actually interpreted 1,000 years of history and has actually once again given us pride in our culture. So we want to invite other philanthropists to please invest in our culture.
Women shouldn't be shoved aside. You can see the power of a mother and how Moremi delivered and conquered not only Ife, but the entire Yoruba land.
I never really understood the story of Moremi until I saw this show. We've all talked about Queen Moremi, a female heroine and all that, but it came to life and I even understood the story better.
The producer, Bolanle Austin Peters, who was initially reluctant in taking up the challenge, commended the Oni of Ife for the support.
This story is a wonderful story that we have now brought to stage, and hopefully the world will be able to see this play.
Queen Moremi the Musical is on all through the festive period. In Lagos, Dotun Ogunyemi, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Network News. More reports ahead after this timeout. Please stay with us.
Lagbaja. Omo Baba Muko. Lagbaja.
Na Baba be that.
How do I know you are not an impostor? Oya, play me something.
Abba, my band members are all over the world. Let me connect with them on Glow 4G and make some great music for you. Who's on Glow here?
I got Glow. Well, I've got Glow too.
I go show you.
Hello, sir.
Aleki, Gogo, Jide, Guitar. Uzo, give me conga. Ahmed, keyboard.
1, 2, 3.
No matter where you are in the world, rest assured, Glow has you covered. Glow August SIM, the unrivaled big boss of data. Upgrade to a 4G SIM for free and get 125% bonus. Also enjoy 25% data bonus on all auto renewals. Dial *777# to choose a plan.
Season's greetings from FCMB, my bank and I.
Expressions without words won't have it any other way. Moments will feel joy. Been lost in the moment, the freedom. You will find that's what's celebrating. Bring your moment to life. Find your satisfaction in the nourishing trend and sparkling. Let's celebrate a little ways, making big differences in the nourishing trend and sparkling.
Enjoy in red grape, white grape, peach variants, the Let Us Sparkling Fruit Drink. Celebrate every moment.
Thank you very much.
Oga from what's on? I bet some me want malaria medicine for you.
You don't run malaria test, so?
Of course not. I want that one when I be dey buy before chloroquine.
No more before malaria medicine for here. Oh. Now confirm malaria medicine will be artemisinin-based combination therapy (ACT) where they kill malaria pata na here I dey sell.
ACT. Like to the art film.
No, ACT, the one where they act for the malaria, where they live for inside our body, like person when they pay rent, come kill them, finish her one time.
Oh, yes, me one now.
You don't go.
Yes, so if you get symptoms like fever, always test and confirm. Say you get malaria. Go ask for ACT, artemisinin-based combination therapy from your pharmacy. Now, Government of Nigeria and Rollback Malaria Partners bring you now this message. For a malaria-free Nigeria, play your part.
What's up?
His friends didn't come.
Hey, let's practice.
But you're going out.
Don't worry about me.
Nothing satisfies a mother more than seeing a child grow up. But I know as he sweats, he'll face the risk of germs which can cause skin irritation.
That's why you need the new best ever Dettol Cool. Its new advanced formulation with extra menthol protects from up to 100 illness-causing germs and gives your family icy cool freshness.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
Challenge can stop us, so Lord, and we are the brightest. No darkness can blind us. We are the strongest.
Malta Guinness is packed with B vitamins to fuel your greatness.
Thanks for staying with us on Network News. The Presidential Independent Fact-Finding Panel on Health Insurance Scheme has presented its report to the Secretary to the Governments of the Federation. Receiving the report, the Secretary to the Governments of the Federation, Bose Mustafa, promised to present their findings and recommendations to the President. John Yaku has details.
And on behalf of the panel, may I, sir, present to you our report. Thank you very much.
The National Health Insurance Scheme had been embroiled with crisis, leading to the suspension of its executive secretary by the Governing Council. This led to the setting up of a panel to investigate the matter.
It is our belief and aspiration that our recommendation, as contained in the report, will go a long way in repositioning the scheme as they propose solutions to the challenges that have hindered the scheme in achieving the laudable objectives for which it was established.
Secretary to the government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, decried skirmishes erupting from boardroom into public domain, despite induction courses organized for appointees to guide them on the conduct of government business.
On behalf of the President, President Muhammadu Buhari, I received this report with deep sense of appreciation to all of you, and I assure you that the report would be expeditiously processed for implementation.
The panel was inaugurated on the 2nd of November this year. In Abuja, John Yaku, NTA News.
Let's now join Maria Madura in our Jos Network Center to give us more insight into the mood in Jos. Miriam?
Hello, good evening. You're welcome to Jos. The gateway into Jos is wearing a new look for the Christmas celebration, with commuters enjoying a hitch-free movement into the city, courtesy of the Operation Safe Passage program of the Federal Road Maintenance Agency. Felicia Daliub Ismaila takes it from here.
The Moyoban Jama'a Kururium Road is a trans-Sahara route which is very strategic as it links Plateau and several states, frequently used by motorists, especially during the festive season. With the Operation Safe Passage program of the agency, the road is now wearing a new look, with passengers enjoying a smooth ride into Jos.
Management of FEMA has mandated we, the field engineers, to carry out this maintenance to make sure that our roads are pothole free, in support of the Federal Road Safety Commission campaign for zero crashes on federal highways. We intend to patch over 2,000 square meters of potholes at different locations.
With the influx of people into Jos for the festivity, Commissioner of Police Plateau State Command, Mr. Austin Abolaho, has given an assurance that a robust security arrangement has been put in place.
We have a deployment of about a total of 2,046 police personnel around the state. Youths have also been involved in most of our meetings, and the assurance has been given that everybody will live, by the rules.
Meanwhile, the city of Jos is witnessing a beehive of activities as residents scramble to get things done in less than 24 hours. In Jos, Felicia Daliop Samaila, NTA News.
As Christians the world over prepare to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, regarded as the biggest feast in the Christian faith, some religious leaders have sued for peace, love, and harmony during the celebration. Priscilla Grumnan put together the message of peace from the Catholic Archbishop of Jos, Most Reverend Ignatius Kaigama, and the Prelate Methodist Church, Nigeria, His Eminence Dr. Samuel Kalu Uche.
The prelate in his message said the 2018 Christmas preceding the various elections in 2019 is crucial and offers Nigerians the opportunity to be part of peace during electioneering campaign. Dr. Uche said since the birth of Jesus Christ brought peace to mankind, Nigerians should embrace this wonderful gift from God. While praying for Nigerians and the leadership during the festivity, the prelate urged all to go all out for peace by imbibing friendly dispositions, tolerance, forgiveness, and forbearance. Catholic Archbishop of Jos, Most Reverend Ignatius Kaigama, still emphasizing peace in the world, Nigeria, and in Plateau State, called on Nigerians to use the Christmas season to pray for unity and cohesion of the country.
We know in all his life he was a peace-loving person. He was a loving human being who was at the same time God, but he had no barriers, and he loved both the pagans and the Jews, and he treated the lepers, the crippled, and the very poor, the tax collectors, the prostitutes. He treated them with dignity and equality because he realized that they are all children of God.
He urged Nigerians and other critical key players not to engage in anything that would jeopardize the peace during the 2019 elections in Jos. Priscilla Grumnan, NTA News.
That's a wrap from here. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2019.
You're watching the news at 9 on the network service of the NTA. We'll take a short break now. We will be right back.
Christmas and the message of peace is the focus this week on NTA Tuesday Live. The program promises to be incisive and informative. Don't miss it.
This festive season, there's no place like home. Get a GoTV decoder and GoTenna and 1 month of GoTV Max subscription for only 6,900 Naira. GoTV. Live it, love it.
It is that time of the year when we appreciate all those that mean so much to us. All sponsors, our clients, government at all levels, corporate bodies, advertisers, religious bodies, civil society groups, political parties, business, and above all, you, our esteemed viewers. Together we made 2018 great. Together we shall make 2019 even greater. And that is why we say thank you. Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Welcome back as we now join our foreign desk for more news.
Thanks for staying with us. Two regional blocs in the Southern and Central African region have scheduled a meeting to deliberate on the upcoming elections in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Leaders of the Southern African Development Commission and the International Conference on the Great Lakes region are set to meet on Wednesday in Congo-Brazzaville. And the U.S. Department of Defense has enacted the executive order for the withdrawal of American troops from Syria after President Donald Trump and his Turkish counterpart agreed to prevent a power vacuum in the wake of the controversial move. The announcement that U.S. troops would leave Syria shocked global partners and American politicians alike. Trump and President Tayyip Erdogan spoke on telephone and agreed to ensure coordination between their country's military, diplomatic, and other officials to avoid a power vacuum which could result following any abuse of the withdrawal and transition phase in Syria. On a sad note, the death toll from a tsunami triggered by a massive underwater landslide on an Indonesian volcano continues to rise as rescuers search through debris in the hope of finding more survivors. Indonesia's meteorological agency confirmed the collapse of part of Anak Krakatau, a volcano midway between Java and Sumatra. At least 1,000 people were injured and nearly 12,000 coastal residents forcibly evacuated to higher ground, with a high tide warning extended to Wednesday. That's it from here. I am Uche Ugochukwu. Compliments of the season.
Gift George will now bring us sports update.
Nigeria's Sunday Olapade has attributed his success on the West African Golf Tour on the desire to halt the dominance of Ghana